If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
What is poppin' YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Avengers Endgame, or is it Avengers Annihilation? Sometimes I get confused because you know how the whole internet thought that it was called Annihilation and then it wasn't. Yeah, okay. So it is Avengers Endgame or Avengers 4. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, guys, to never miss the videos. We are giving away 3 tickets to go and watch the movie if you can't get them yourself. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what is going on in Avengers Endgame and what is your favorite moment. So Cinemacon is an expo for industry experts, real journalists, not really YouTubers, more of your kind of like your comicbook.com, your IGN, your kind of big stream media. So that's why we're having to go over someone else's report. I believe this information came out around 2 o'clock in the morning UK time. That's why I'm a little bit behind, because obviously I can't drop it as soon as it's released because it's the middle of the morning here, so to speak. So full credit to comicbook.com. I've checked with a lot of other publications and they're all literally listing the same source for everything. So even though we've had so much new Endgame stuff this week, they want to keep throwing stuff. I don't believe this video clip, this footage will ever make it to a trailer, but it might do, because as they know, anything that happens at these events like D23 ends up onto the internet in a description form. So this is probably the most in-depth that we've had in a while in sense of new stuff, so to speak, and it is pretty interesting how it describes certain characters. So full credit to comicbook.com, who were there at the Disney Cinemacon panel, and exclusive footage was shown whilst they were there. So the footage apparently described as follow. So Captain Marvel is ready to leave the Avengers facility to kill my boy Thanos at the top of the clip. Black Widow wants to work as a team, but Captain Marvel has a cocky attitude. Now, I really did think they would do this. I was predicting they were going to do this, because obviously she's the new chick, she's the new power, she's the new superhero. She's got to stamp her authority, but I'm pretty sure she will get shut down. Claiming Thanos has never faced someone as powerful as her. Well, yeah, to be honest, guys, that is true. Although you could technically argue Thor and Scarlet Witch are kind of on the same OP level as her, but we haven't seen her true full potential yet, because in Captain Marvel, obviously, we've seen her go binary, we've seen her shoot photon blasts out of her hands, wrists, so to speak, but we don't know what her full potential power is. So I guess what she's saying is actually true. Captain America realizes up there is more her territory, but thinks they should work together. She might know people who know where Thanos is, but doesn't know him herself. Nebula explains Carol need not bother with the search. She knows where Thanos is. Cut ahead, Nebula goes on about how Thanos made her want to please him. Even when she was dissembled, failing, and in pain, his answer to where they would go when his plan was complete would always be the garden. A hologram comes up. Rocket Raccoon shows that 2 days earlier, a similar event to the one that occurred on Earth happened on another planet. He used the stones again. Captain Marvel wants to use the stones to bring everyone back and undo Thanos snapping his fingers. Black Widow wants to try. Bruce Banner is hesitant. Of course he's hesitant. At the moment, we've not seen Hulk in such a long time. Captain Marvel says, because before you didn't have me is the reason they failed to defeat Thanos the first time. So she's coming across a bit arrogant, but she is OP, so I can see where it's coming from. Hey, new girl, everybody in this room is about that superhero life. If you don't mind me asking, where the hell were you before all of this? War Machine asks Carol. She says she was helping other planets which, unfortunately, didn't have the Avengers. Thor steps to Carol and summons Stormbreaker. She doesn't flinch. Okay, so this is presumably the scene we've seen in literally every single trailer where he's like, I like this one. You know, the scene where Stormbreaker comes and she doesn't flinch and it looks like they're about to get it on, most likely, because, you know, everyone seems to think that Thor and Captain Marvel are going to get it on at some point. Well, at least that's what people are saying in the comment section. So, carries on. I like this one, Thor says. Cut ahead again. Let's go get this son of a bitch, says Captain America. So this could be the most epic line that he says unless he drops the Avengers Assemble line. The Endgame logo plays. The Benatar ship is then seen heading into space. All of the Avengers except Tony are on board. I wonder where Tony is. Black Widow, Cap, and War Machine have never been to space, to Rocket's dismay, requesting none of them throw up in his ship. That, if you remember, I think a couple of weeks ago now, we went over a Disney shareholder meeting when a similar scene, so it sounds like it's just an extended version of that scene. So that's pretty interesting if you ask me. They approach a jump. Cap watches the vibrant colors go by and the ship speeds off. I mean, I think this is actually from the footage that we had the other day. And that is literally it for the new footage, which, yeah, it does kind of mix some holes. I mean, there are some plot holes there. I mean, where is Tony? I mean, it says all the Avengers head off. But if you actually look at the footage that we already have from this scene, Ant-Man isn't there. So maybe Ant-Man and Tony Stark are off doing other things. Maybe Tony Stark doesn't want to jump away so fast. It's pretty interesting. So the Infinity Stones have been misused by people who didn't understand their true power. Now that a real master has them, Thanos has shown what we can see, what they can do. Co-writer Christopher shared in the book of Marvel Avengers Infinity War, the art of the movie. The problem is, as you can imagine, as you gain control over these things, your story goes haywire. Because why are there stakes for the man who can control time, space, reality, your mind, your soul, and power? Very interesting. What more could he want? What more could he want? He could reset as many times as he liked. So you have to build into a lot of bumps in the road, or maybe keep one stone away from him long enough in order for the thing to have a dramatic structural difference, which is pretty interesting. So that's pretty much what it says, but it is pretty interesting. And then it went on to say some other stuff. Obviously, Alan Horn, the chairman of Disney Studios, took the stage and went on to say this. Disney and Fox combined. Horn said, "We are truly excited because we believe that together we will be more than a sum of our parts. It's just an unbelievable collection coming from bold visionary filmmakers." He takes a look back at the successful 2018 movies from both Disney and Fox from the past. You'll be seeing more of Deadpool in the years ahead. Horn said, with a photo of Ryan Reynolds tweeted regarding Deadpool joining the Disney family on the screen behind him. So this is pretty cool. It just sums up that literally Ryan Reynolds is still Deadpool. He's pretty much the only person that's safe. I mean, I think there's a bunch of people on the X-Men characters, like, I guess, say Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy, who really should keep a position in the MCU or join the MCU. It would be an absolute shocker of a shame if either of them left the MCU, because they are fantastic actors. I could see Michael Fassbender playing anyone like Reed Richards, even Wolverine, so to speak, which would be mental, but I believe he does have the acting capacity to do that. So guys, we will keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest information. Cinemacon last year, if you remember, revealed details about Captain Marvel, and it's very interesting the route they are taking with her, because we've already been introduced to her with a young Nick Fury, but that's not the same version of us now. And I do find it very, very funny and interesting what they're saying about her. She's cocky. Yeah, you didn't defeat him because I wasn't here. The other planets are unfortunate. They don't have heroes there. So it's really some interesting stuff, if you ask me. Very, very interesting that they're going to introduce her to an Avengers movie, and she's going to have a bit of a cocky attitude. So I presume this is the build-up when Thanos is going to absolutely destroy her, and then she's going to be like, yeah, bro, I'm not as strong as I thought. But essentially, there can only be one person to defeat Thanos, and it's me. No, it literally will be Tony Stark. Tony Stark's the only one. Even if he's got to die, yes, I said die, doing so. Tony, my boy Tony Stark, can be the only person that can defeat, or else it realistically wouldn't make any sense unless it was Nebula, because obviously in the comic books, she got the gauntlet, she went a bit mad. So it just depends which route they're going to do. So guys, if you do want me to go over any of your fan theories or fan plot leaks or anything like that, just email me warstubusiness@gmail.com, and also send me DMs on Instagram if you want me to go over any fan theories. We are running out of time before Endgame, so if you want me to, I guess you could say, highlight any of your epic theories, if it's long enough, if it's good enough, I will go over it. If you want to reach out to me for any business talk or anything, or if you want to work with me or anything like that, the Instagram's at Warstu, the Twitter's at Warstu Media, but no one really uses Twitter in the 21st century, so don't really use that as much. And if you do want tickets to watch Avengers Endgame, or is it Avengers Annihilation? I keep getting confused. No, that was me being sarcastic. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what is your favorite moment of all these trainers or all the info that's come out. Just drop a link down below to enter, basically. But I do check if you are subscribed to the channel when I do pick the winners. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.